Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to this video. In this video, we wanted to share with you the great bifurcation and how to make sense of private equity's contradictory headlines. The private market narrative feels increasingly incoherent. Fundraising is brutal, exits are frozen, yet mega managers report record inflows. Co-investments once freely syndicated to institutions are being redirected to retail vehicles. These aren't contradictions, they are symptoms of a structural reorganization in how private equity monetizes its business. So, when we're talking about the fundraising story, it's not just one story, it's actually two stories together. Industry fundraising data looks grim in aggregate, but averages obscure a widening gap. Large managers with retail distribution infrastructure, for example, Blackstone, Apollo, Blue Owl, KKR, are successfully tapping a new capital source. Blue Owl's private wealth platform now represents 43% of its AUM, and Apollo saw $5 billion in global wealth inflows in the quarter 3 of 2025. Meanwhile, the mid-market and emerging managers without retail reach face genuinely difficult environment. Traditional LPs are overallocated, cautious, and increasingly selective. The fundraising crisis is real, it's just not uniformly distributed. So when we are talking about the exit problem, the problem is universal, but responses diverge. Exit challenges are affecting everyone. IPO windows remain narrow, strategic M&A faces valuation gaps, sponsor-to-sponsor deals require price discovery that sellers often reject. Enter the continuation funds, now a mainstream liquidity mechanism. When the traditional exits aren't really available, GPs roll assets into new structures, offering existing LPs liquidity while retaining the upside exposure. For LPs, continuation funds solve a distribution problem. For GPs, they also reset the fee clock on assets that might otherwise sit in zombie funds, generating no new carry. And now let's discuss an important phenomenon, the co-investment squeeze that is fitting the same pattern. So when we are talking about the co-investment dynamic, for years, the GP syndicated fee-free equity to institutional LPs as relationship currency, a way to win commitments during fundraising. That calculus has now shifted. With retail platforms generating fee-paying demand for deal exposure, the opportunity cost of free institutional capital has risen. EQT is reportedly considering charging institutions for co-investment access, and large LPs report shrinking allocations as retail vehicles absorb more of the equity account. So what's the common thread out here? It's fee optimization under pressure. Strip away the complexity and a clear pattern emerges. Faced with exit headwinds and uneven LP appetite, large GPs are systematically restructuring around higher margin capital sources. Firstly, the retail capital over institutional co-invest, wherein you have fees on deal syndication previously given away. Secondly, continuation funds over traditional exits, new management fees on recycled assets. Thirdly, the evergreen structures over drawdown funds, which gives you perpetual fee streams without fundraising cycles. This isn't distress, it's adaptation. The largest managers are building more durable, less cyclical business models. So who wins and who loses in this dynamic? The implications vary by market position. Large GPs gain fee stability and reduce dependence on institutional gatekeepers. Their leverage in LP relationships increases. So when we are talking about the institutional LPs, they lose a cost reduction tool and may find themselves competing with retail for allocation. Those that are reliant on mega manager relationships face a strategic choice. They can accept diminished returns, or they can shift down market to managers without retail platforms, or they can build more direct investing capability. So when we are talking about the mid-market GPs without retail infrastructures, they are the ones who face fundraising headwinds without the offsetting benefits. Their institutional LP relationships may actually strengthen as the allocators seek partners who still value fee-free co-investment as relationship currency. Retail investors gain access to private markets but at full rate, the fee institutions historically avoided. So what's the bigger picture out here? Private markets are repricing the value of capital by source. Institutional money, once industry's foundation, is becoming relatively less valuable to managers who can access fee-paying alternatives. In wrap-up, we can say that the democratization of the private market story has focused on access. Less discussed is the fact as to what happens to market structures when the capital mix shifts, and whether the retail investors paying full fee will ultimately see returns that justify the cost. Now, this is what we wanted to share with you in this video. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay tuned in for our next one.